key aspect of the Care Act is the approach to assessment and eligibility, which will affect frontline adult social care practice. Assessments play a vital role in determining the level of care and support individuals receive, and should reflect more accurately a comprehensive picture of people's needs.
I think it's important that people sort of have a knowledge before they go out and meet somebody around, they use the information that's available, which is in the referral from whoever that's from, whether the person themselves or from another professional, to actually have a bit of understanding about what the condition is and what they will need to work with the person at the pace that's appropriate for them.
In this film, two people, one with mental health needs, the other with a physical disability, talk about their conditions, assessment, how their needs can fluctuate, and the impact this has on the level of care and support they need.
My name's Lee Brooks. I've got bipolar disorder. It's a mood disorder and it fluctuates in various ways. It's defined by the fact that you have highs, you have lows. I always describe it to people as Jekyll and Hyde. You've got Mr. Happy, who likes to go out and party, and then you've got the other guy who will quite happily climb into his bed and there ain't a thing in the world you can do to get him out. When it comes to looking at people's needs, you've got frequency, severity and duration. With frequency, how often are the moods changing? When my moods fluctuate, different effects are pulled into play. For instance, my illness can have levels of severity, it can have levels where I'm fine, I'm stable at the moment. I'm not fine, but I'm stable. And the duration, how long is this illness around for? When I had one of my worst dark lows, I was 6 months not leaving the house. When it comes to assessors talking with care users, people need to be made aware more of fluctuating needs. As I'm sitting in front of them right now, the baseline that they're getting is Lee in a good state. It's Lee in a good place. Tomorrow, he might not be here, he might be manic, he might not be able to get out of bed. He might not be functioning at all. It's a completely different kettle of fish. But they're looking at Lee in a static state. I'm not static. Well, 6 months ago, I was feeling depressed. But I've had a couple of things happen since, so I'm okay. Oh, he says, so you don't need the care that you needed back then? Well, no, it doesn't quite work like that. I've got fluctuating needs. So you can't put into the care plan, right, you're going to do this every single day. You can say, right, if you can manage this, these are the things you're going to aim to work on to bring you back to a state of recovery, and we'll work from there.
I think the most important thing is the Care Act recognises fluctuating need. There's an expectation that we as organisations, as professionals working with people, take into account that there are people who do have needs that fluctuate, maybe on a daily basis, it may fluctuate over a period of time.
Many people with disabilities, illnesses and long-term conditions who need care and support services have had negative experiences of the one-size-fits-all approach of the past.
I'm Gillian Cuenca and I've had diagnosed Parkinson's since 2005. You wake up in the morning not knowing really what the day is going to entail. My symptoms can a bit range from a shake or a tremble to not being able to move at all to very low voice. I walk with a stick and I've also got a walking frame that I use.
As a carer, I support Jill in many ways. Jill's balance is not particularly good, although it does vary from day to day or from time to time.
When my condition's at its worst and my function's very limited, I might just sit for ages or go to bed and sleep. I find that's the best thing. If I'm really low, if I sleep, then when I wake up again, I'm able to function a lot better. It's quite difficult to predict when the fluctuations will occur, but you can learn to pace yourself. You try to make sure you don't do too much in one day. Because our condition can vary so much, we were worried that when we would be assessed, it would depend on what they were like on the day. One of the tests, if you like, is how far you can walk, and that would differ immensely depending on what day it was or what time of the day it was. So we were quite relieved when we realised that the fluctuation of our condition would be taken into account. I think the assessor needs to find out what a good day is and what a bad day is, and what an in-between day is, because they are all so different. So somebody can function quite at a high level on a good day, but given the same time the following day, it could be completely opposite. So they'd have to be aware that there's totally different levels of functioning for that person.
This new requirement recognises people as individuals by endorsing a much-needed degree of flexibility and responsive care, as well as offering valuable support for people with mental health and physical health conditions, which may vary over time.